in Hicksville most of my life. I have a car, 2 kids, and a wife. I'll probably be here for the rest of my life. I'm living on the island. When summer comes and winter falls, the island ladies go to shopping malls. Take daddy's credit card, charge it all. They're living on an island. Oh, we're living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm just basking in the sun.
Hey, Andy, give me a vodka. Is that your Camaro? It's gorgeous.
You know, I went to high school with Billy Joel.
Wow.
I go to Hamptons on Friday night. I party hard till sunshine bright. Then I'm sitting in traffic on Sunday night. I'm living on an island. Yeah, living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm not hurting anyone. Ah, let's live.
Hey there, Islanders. If you're going out to the beach, you better get an early start. Traffic is miserable.
Well, I'm coming of age, you know, that page, trying to get down in Levittown, dancing in the dark and
Hey, everybody.
Hey, we're here. All right.
I'm not even mic'd. You mic'd?
No, we have a mic.
Oh.
Now. We don't need to be mic'd anymore.
This is
Isn't
great.
that great?
Bobby
Welcome,
rocks.
welcome to the Gagootz Show. Bobby rocks, for real.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Gagootz Show with my special guest host, Don Sill.
Yes.
My
Happy to
buddy,
be here.
my comedy brother.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Way back,
Danny.
1998.
We go back to the late 90s, man, when we had the Double D radio show, and we had a lot of fun back then. Met a lot of great comedians, and we just kept that going through all these years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
we
times.
And you were away. We've been through. We've
Yeah,
talked.
yeah.
You're away. You came back, and awesome. And Nancy, who is my permanent co-host now, my lovely, beautiful wife Nancy, who
Shout
had a
out to
birthday.
Nancy. Happy
Shout out,
birthday.
happy birthday, hon! And it was a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
She's not here. She's in Vegas. Nancy's in Vegas having a great time.
Nancy's living it up right now. She's
She's
probably
living
never
it up.
even going to see this. She's never going to watch this. She's
Oh,
too
she's
busy.
gonna watch it.
She's
No.
doing shots right now out of some male stripper's belly button.
All right. Well. Okay.
She's living life, dude. No, she's having a great time, and it's great for her to have birthday weekend.
Yes,
She's with her
I'm
friend and her friend's daughter.
No, her niece.
Oh, her niece.
Her niece Karen and her friend Kathy. I believe we have a picture that
Oh,
we can
nice.
show
Yeah, good. She's having
of
fun out
a
there.
friend of I think
Oh,
there you
yeah,
go.
look at that.
There's
Nancy's-
Nancy with Kathy and her niece Karen in the background, and they found Elvis.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
Hey, look
there
at
he
this.
is.
Fat Elvis.
Fat
too. Yeah,
Elvis.
Fat
On
Elvis
his
is
little
the best one.
scooter there. Yeah,
Drinking
And-
what was that? A milkshake? What's he drinking?
yeah. I don't know.
Doesn't Elvis love milkshakes?
Did he?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he loves
Love
milkshakes
yeah.
and banana and peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, banana and peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah.
So I went to a concert Friday, and I went to see Anna Popovic at the Bolton Center in Bayshore, and there she is right there. Look
That's
at
Anna Popovic. She'll
Anna-
rock a guitar.
She makes Eric Clapton seem like a student.
Really?
A guitar. She is a great blues rocker.
Is that you took
And-
that picture?
Yes, I took that
Wow,
picture
great photo.
with my phone.
And,
And
oh, you met her
look at
too.
Meta. We went out on a date. I said, my
I-
wife ain't around.
She's
Come
right
on,
down your
honey.
alley. She's right down your alley
She's-
in all kinds of ways. One, she could rock the guitar.
Yes.
Two, she's blonde.
Yeah.
And three, that skin tight outfit.
Oh my God, that outfit. But we were in the fourth
You've
row.
been thinking
me and
about
my-
that outfit for
Me and
days.
my friend Jeff. I took pictures. I told him I need these pictures for tonight.
You've been
I need
thinking
these-
about those.
But
You've been thinking about those outfits for days.
she's a mother of three.
Really?
Also, yeah.
Wow, God bless her.
She's
Anna
in-
Popovich.
Anna Popovic. Popovic.
Popovic.
Anna Popovic. Look it up on YouTube. And
What does she sing? What kind of music is it? Rock and roll?
it's blues and rock and roll.
Wow.
And blues and rock and roll. And you know someone is good when you don't even know. I knew one of her songs. I didn't even know her songs, but watching her play was amazing.
I could picture you in the audience just falling in love slowly with every song.
And then
Every time she hit the whammy bar, you just got a little movement. It was just,
I'm like, yeah, my wife will kill me for that. Nancy saw her one time. I've seen her once before.
oh, wow. Yeah.
So, but this time I had seats in the fourth row.
Where was this
Right.
theater?
The Bolton Center in Bayshore.
Wow.
It's a little
Yeah.
theater,
Off Main
small,
Street?
right on Main Street,
Very
and
cool.
the Bolton Center. I highly recommend it.
Anna Popovich.
Anna
You
Popovich.
gotta try to get her on the
And-
show.
She's on tour. She's all over. She's coming back to New York in October 17th in Riverhead, the theater in
Oh,
Riverhead.
it's right
So
by me. Anna Popovich.
I'm going to
coming
go
for
see
you.
her again. And anyway, you saw
Let
that
me
picture.
know when you go again. I'll go
All
with
right.
you.
Okay.
And you know, I'm hoping she wears an equally as provocative outfit.
She
And then
might.
the
That was
blues,
some
I
outfit.
can get into the blues.
Playing a silver guitar with a silver outfit,
Yeah,
jumpsuit.
That's pretty awesome.
And I'll tell you, when she sat there, I bought her latest CD, and she signed it. And then I said, "Can we have a picture?" She was like, "Yes, of course." And then I asked her, I says, "Can I put my arm around you?" And she said, "Yes." She said, "Thank you for asking."
See,
I
there you
said,
go. You're a
I'm
gentleman.
a gentleman. I'm Benny Rizzuti.
And then you grabbed her ass.
And then I grabbed her ass,
How do you meet them backstage? You have to pay for that, or is it?
no, this is not pay over here, and it's upstairs. They have an area upstairs, a little lounge, and they do a meet and greet. A lot of I've seen a lot of different performers who do.
And you don't need a special VIP or anything.
No.
That's awesome.
You just go up there and you buy them. They're selling merch.
Right. So you buy the merch.
You
Kind
buy
of like
their
what we
merch.
do at the Governors. At the end, you buy the merch. You meet the comic.
Right.
And,
But here is a separate room where in Governors you got to go in the lobby or whatever.
Right,
McGuire's, you go in the lobby.
right.
Here, you go upstairs. I've done it for Vanilla Fudge.
Oh,
I've
that's
seen
cool.
them.
Long Island guys, right? Vanilla Fudge,
Yeah.
Long Island based
Long
band.
Island
Legends.
Legends, yeah.
Yeah.
They're playing again in the Bolton Center May 4th, I believe.
Really? That's one
So-
worth checking out.
Yeah, that's a fun show. And there's a band I love called the Straubs.
The Straubs?
The Straubs, yeah. Like strawberry, but
Yeah.
without, Straubs.
That's cool.
And they're an English band. They're electric acoustic. And I saw them there twice, and they did the same thing. You buy the merch. So there isn't, because I know there are some places where to meet the person, you have to pay extra.
Right, yeah, like especially with if it's like Madison Square Garden or a bigger band.
A big, yeah.
You have to pay extra.
But this
or
is
something.
Anna Popovic. Nobody knows her. She sold out the room.
Now they will.
Now they will. But they're watching the Gagootz show.
Yeah, now they're
That's
all
right.
going to watch. I'm going to
Right.
check her out later when I go home and then listen to her music too.
So what was your week like? Never forget about me.
Oh man,
Enough about it.
I was hanging out with one of our guests last week. The great Greg Criticos, man.
Cool.
We were shooting a movie out in Astoria, Queens, and that was a blast, man. I had a great time. I can't wait to get him out on set.
Yeah,
here,
me
talk
too.
with him about that.
He sent me a clip, and our other guest is Courtney Otera,
Courtney Otera,
who's been a guest on the Gagootz. Greg was actually, you and Greg were guests on the very
first show. That's when I
Right.
first met Greg in person,
Yeah,
and it was just it's been
Cool.
awesome since then.
and you're doing a film with him now, a short film,
Yep, Scarred
And-
Angels,
and he's got another. We're going to talk to him about something called the Connie Show,
Yep.
and I'm trying to in between. I'll try to download this to Bobby. So
All you gotta do is send Bobby the link on you just text him a link because Greg texted it to you. So I copied the link, you paste it, send it over to Bobby, and then hopefully Bobby can get it up and running.
all right,
So
yeah,
and
But,
the Connie Show looks great too. It's got a lot of people that we know in that as well, including Tony Walker's in that.
yeah.
too.
Tony Walker's in
Yeah,
that, right?
Yeah. So it's-
Teresa Canastracci.
yeah, doesn't she do a show?
She
on
has
here?
a show here. Tea Time with
Tea
Teresa.
Time with Teresa. She's
Tea Time with
she's
Teresa.
in it. There's a whole bunch. We'll let Greg get into that when he gets on here because I
Yeah.
don't want to steal any thunder.
All right, and I didn't time. I always time myself. I time the openings,
Right.
but I didn't this time. But all right, I want to say one more thing about you mentioned movies. I saw a movie. I've been living it up.
Yeah,
Benny
you're living-
Rizzuti style.
You're
Benny
home
Rizzuti
alone. I
style.
picture you sliding out like a risky business with your underwear on. The house.
Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah,
that.
you're all alone and
because
just-
Ryan goes to work,
Yeah.
and that's what I
And
did.
you're living it
I
up.
took 2 days off. I might take 3. I might not go in tomorrow.
I think Polovich was at your house the other night.
Popovich, yeah, to kick my ass. You kidding me? She'd kill me.
She was making you eggs in the morning.
Oh man. No, I there are some. You look at some women, you'll say, "Oh my," she's somebody that the way she played guitar, I'm like, she would kill me. 5 minutes. She would just take her clothes off and I would drop dead.
You'd have a heart attack.
I'd have a heart attack. I'd be like, you can put them back on. Don't take anything off. But anyway, I went to a movie and I saw this cool. I was looking forward, when you're looking forward to seeing a movie and then it meets your expectations. There's a movie out there called Abigail, open this weekend. It's about these criminals are hired to kidnap a 12-year-old girl for her father's very rich and for the ransom money.
Wow.
Turns out the 12-year-old girl is a ballerina vampire. 12-year-old
right down your alley. The vampire
Oh
stuff.
my God, I loved it. I loved it. I haven't stopped listening to Swan Lake. Usually I listen to Grateful Dead. I'm like, no, Swan Lake, because she's dancing to Swan Lake and going in.
So she's a little vampire dancer, and then before she kills somebody, she Swan Lake.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then
she attacks them. Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. And Abigail, rated R. It's R-rated for language, and it's very gory. And there's a lot of scare. I jumped a lot. I'm gonna see it again. I really like.
That's one thing I hate about the horror movies is the jump scare. I don't like. I don't mind the gore. It's the.
Oh yeah, there's a few of those.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Come on, you got a 12-year-old girl. All these fangs.
And there's something creepy about young kids that are evil. Like you ever see Salem's Lot?
Yeah.
With a little girl in the window. Open the window.
Right.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Even anything with little kids with horror is scary.
Yeah, Shining.
The Shining's great. Yeah. The Omen.
Yeah,
How about the ending of the original Omen, where
Omen is scary,
that little nasty son of a bitch Damien is looking at the camera and laughing.
Yeah, that was.
I'm the son of the devil.
There's certain movies I can't watch because I hate horror movies and I'm such a wuss, I guess. Is I can't watch that, The Omen, and The Exorcist. Forget about it. I can't watch it. Even if it comes on the commercials or if I'm watching something and they show a clip of it, I can't watch it.
Really?
Yeah. I got scarred at a young age.
Yeah, remember, we talked about that on the radio show.
We probably did.
Because they brought The Exorcist back with new scenes.
Yeah, they had it crawling upside down on the ceiling and all kinds of crazy
stuff.
Yeah,
in the staircase.
Yeah.
That is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen.
That's probably the scariest movie of all time.
I'll tell you what, Abigail comes very close.
And it's got the gore. Well, you didn't have that much gore in The Exorcist.
No. But yeah. So anyway, let's bring up our first guest. And when we bring him up, then I'll try to find the clip. I'll try to get the clip. We'll try to do it while he comes on.
All right, very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Criticos.
Yes. There he is, folks.
Here it is.
Don, how are you?
Yes, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Anyway,
Yeah, sit right there, right?
Greg Criticos, man.
Yes, man.
How you been, buddy?
Been good, man. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Wow.
You're
Happy
very
birthday to Nancy.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Nancy.
She's in Vegas, huh?
She's in Vegas having a good
She's
time.
probably married by now.
Had Elvis marrying the
She married Elvis.
Nancy, you did the right thing, Nancy.
You son of a bitch.
Cursing at me. Have a heap.
Listen, I love you. You know I love you.
Of course, I love her too. Thank you. She's the one.
I'm talking to you.
You love me?
Yeah.
Oh, don't get mushy on me.
As a
buddy.
friend. You're a
you
good
doing?
friend.
Thank you. Yes. That's what friends. Yes,
All right.
Friends.
You've been busy, man.
It says download.
Oh,
What do
hold
I do here?
Copy the link.
I came here so we could screen the sizzle reel, and Benny's like, I don't know what's
And now
going on.
send the link. Now paste it on the
On Bobby's thing?
on Bobby's tweet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paste the baby. Let's do this.
We're figuring out to get the clip of the Connie show.
The Connie
Listen,
show.
I'm
which
going
is
to.
a great film. I got a privilege to see the film in advance. It's really good.
Well,
the trailer's
it's a
great.
TV show.
Yeah,
It's
right.
a TV show. The pilot. We shot the pilot. We're actually done with the pilot. Produced by Catch a Ball Productions. Michael Richard Williams from the Actor Studio MFA and George Fuaxis, producer of Hardwired Films. And Mike and I created it. We wrote it. I'm also the producer on it, and I also cast most of the people like I've been doing. I cast Charlie Boy. I cast Scarred Angels that you're in, and I also cast the Connie Show. So
Right.
it's fun for me to cast because I love to produce, and give people opportunities to be, living their dream. It's like one of my goals.
And you do a great job with the casting too, because
Thank you.
I think like just with the Connie show, I just feel like everybody was perfectly cast for their parts. Like you had the guy outside, Abel, what's his name?
Nick Rotondo.
Nick
The
Rotondo.
guy, he's you're talking about Adam Gable. the
Adam
comedian?
Gable, yeah, he was
Well,
good.
Nick Rotondo is the Balloonatic. He's been on a lot of Good Morning America, most of these shows, and Nick and I have been networking quite a bit. And I was talking to him. I said, "How would you feel?" And he like, "Greg, please, he wants an opportunity to actually act." And I said, "Well, we got this thing going on called the Connie Show, and he fit perfectly in it, But comedians, Nikki Sunshine, Adam Gable, who else? It's so many comics that I put. Again, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we had Carla Okerson. I saw it in there.
Yes.
Oh,
Carrie
yeah,
Carabas.
Carla's in it?
Carrie
Carrie
Carabas,
Carabas plays
yeah.
my miserable ex-wife, and she
Yeah.
points me down. And you got a smile on your face, Benny.
Time.
Oh,
Okay.
give it time.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
all right.
Can I explain?
Go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right, let me
Do it,
explain
do it in a nutshell.
why I was ignoring everybody, which I talked to Greg early today, and I said, "You have any clips?" I should have probably asked you yesterday or over the weekend. I didn't. I asked you
Oh,
today.
works.
So and I asked Courtney as well, our other guest, and so you said, "Yeah, I got a sizzle reel. I got this and that. I'm going to send it to you." Then about an hour or two later, you say to me, "Hey, is there a poster? Did you put anything up for to advertise the show, or
Like,
nobody's
sure,
going to
right,
watch us?"
right.
So I put that together. I did all that. I didn't ask you about the sizzle reel. You sent it to me
Well,
as soon as I got in my car.
Yeah.
So
No
that's
worries,
what
it's
happened.
so good. Everything.
And Courtney, don't feel bad because Courtney did the same thing. Like a second after you, I got her thing.
Okay.
And then when I got here, she messaged me, "Oh, did you want me to email that?" And I was like, "Well, I did give you my email."
Okay.
Benny's just called
terrible when it
everybody.
comes to I
No,
tell
no,
people
it's
all the time,
me,
I
it's
said,
me.
Send me a link and I'll just link it to you. When it comes to technology and all that stuff, man, it just drives me. The other day, a friend of mine, a female friend, she texted me. She sends me a picture of her in a dress, and she's like, "Does this dress make me look fat?" And I write, "NOOO, no, it's center move." I was like, "Yo," because if you try to say no, it doesn't
That's
pick up
great.
the no.
That's awesome.
It happens all the time. Like my friends, I call them homies. They get homo. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm not going to go there. But when it comes to technology, Ben, I'm not with you.
I don't. My wife though, Nancy, who's 2 years older, she's now, I believe, 72.
Okay.
God
She's
bless her,
72 years old. God bless you, Nancy. Does everything on a phone, not even a laptop.
Me too.
Everything on a phone. But she can do Instagram. She can do this, TikTok, all that. I'm Facebook. I can't even get. And she does it all on the phone.
Yeah.
I've got a laptop. Nancy can't do anything on a laptop though.
Yeah.
She's crashed. Laptops have actually walked away and said, "I can't deal with this woman."
I've actually written most of my productions on my phone.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I work with Mike Rockwood from Marvel Comics.
Yeah, he's
the
a great
youngest editor.
great guy,
Stan
yeah.
Lee, Marvel Comics. So when I write my synopsis or treatment, I always do it on my iPhone. Then I'll send it to Mike, and Mike's a great editor, so he edits. So that's how I got Charlie Boy going. I wrote the whole movie on my iPhone.
Wow.
And then from there we
Damn.
took it and we formatted it and we put it on the screenplay version. I forget what it's called, but anyway, Scarred Angels. I did all my scenes that Don was in Scarred Angels, and you're in it also. And we're excited. We have 3 scenes left.
Right.
We're going to be putting this all over film festivals.
I can't wait.
Oh man, Noah Forrest from Made from the Mob, very well respected actor for many years.
He's great.
He's in it. Christopher Petrillo was in it, obviously, and Michael Richard Williams again from the Actor Studio, MFA. He's directing, and I worked with this the third production that I'm working with Mike on. We worked on the Connie Show, which hopefully you'll see soon. Then he directed my one-man show that Don came and supported me on. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
that show was
I
awesome.
got to be
Yeah.
his daughter. And the Scarred Angels. So watching, but we have. What do you?
We're
have,
gonna
Connie?
go to the clip. Oh, you didn't even
Okay.
send an MP4. I told you an MP4.
MP4 is a poster. It's not a link. I don't know what he's talking about.
No, an MP4 is a video.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
okay.
It takes a couple seconds.
All right.
I told my the reason I sent it to you at the time was because I had to get a hold of Mike, and Mike got a hold of the editor. And the
Okay.
editor had to send me the information, So there's a whole process. If you would have done this yesterday,
I
Benny,
should have done it yesterday. I
instead
know.
of like
It's
He's
my
dancing
fault.
around his underwear watching.
Yeah, I was dancing around my underwear, watching
Bobby massaging Tony Walker.
watching YouTube videos of Anna Popovich.
Yeah, he's watching Anna Popovich. He's in his
And
underwear.
I'm doing the what do you call it? The Swan Lake. I was in my underwear doing Swan Lake while watching Anna Popovich.
Then he's got this,
That's a party.
That's a party,
there's this
baby.
joke I've had him as a comedian on a couple of my shows in the past. Like, one of my favorite jokes and this is how I picture him. I go, I got this comedian that does this, and they're like, "Where's he?" I go, "Benny Rizzuti, Italian." I go, "You might have seen his comedy." He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "He's always talking about his cousins every time they get pinched on TV, arrested." He's like, "You probably saw my cousins when they got arrested. They were the guys that were like this."
I do this. I say I got to pick up my cousins who were in the Sicilian parade. I said maybe you saw it on the news, and I do this.
You must have upgraded the joke.
I remember what?
You must have upgraded the joke.
No, that's
they got arrested.
everybody hears it. There. Mike Rockwitz, who he talked about, calls it the perp walk.
Oh,
I remember one day he said, "Hey, Benny Rizzuti, the perp walk," and I didn't get what he was talking about at first. And my cousin Mario calls it the perp walk too.
So I want to tell you something really quick, not to
Yes.
interrupt. So, Don, that plays AK the Fat Man, a very ruthless guy that, he was a foster father. But anyway, later on, he has ties to the mob and he sells diamonds and stuff like that. When I was thinking about, because when I'm casting and I'm writing something, I'm always picturing the actors that I know or the comics to fit them in the role.
Right.
Sometimes people write roles and then they think about who to put in. I'm already in my mind. I know who I'm going to put in the movie. So I take that character and I build them on and I write.
Oh, cool.
So when I did that for Don, because when I had met him during the film festival, I said, this guy's perfect for this role, And it's funny because when I sent him all the information, he was all gun-ho and everything. And then he says to me, "Greg, I got claustrophobia. I can't. There's a scene where we got to put him in the. I don't want
to put me in the trunk.
Okay, that's it. Leave it at that. We don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
We
don't want to.
And he was like, like so paranoid. And then one of my producers called me. He was like, "Greg, Don doesn't feel too comfortable about, whatever." I'm like, I spoke to him already. Why is he causing all this problem? And then Don says to me, "Maybe Benny and I could switch the scene."
Oh,
The fucking mix. I was like, but Benny's perfect for the role that he's playing, portraying the diamond guy.
right.
And I'm like, what the hell, bro? Don gave me so much. And then when he comes on set, we're on, and I said something to him. He looks at me and goes, "All right." He goes, "Don't overdo it now." He goes, like, I'm overdoing it.
I told you I would
All right.
never flake. I just didn't want to.
Anyway, I'm going to interrupt you for a minute, and we'll bring up.
We're going to be just loading right in right now.
Yeah.
They're ready to go.
Okay.
We're going to see.
All right.
Connie
We're
show.
going to see the Connie show, your other project.
Yes.
We're going to see that, and as we do that, Courtney is going to come.
Is that the
Word on the street is that we have a cheese shortage in town, so look out, pizza parlors.
There's no cheese left.
What do you mean there's no cheese?
What? No cheese?
Oh, you didn't yeah. I got a big problem.
What?
You got a problem? Don't fuss. Call Gus.
Not my problem.
All you have to do, my man, is put the pepperoni in the bread.
The cheese is at the core of who I am.
I'm fired!
I'm the only one that does the fighting around here.
Oh, she's a good kid.
But I can't do it. It's not going to work.
86 to be a mom! I would take money from a pimp before I took money from you.
Today.
Glad you finally got a job.
Hi, I'm Rosa. I'm the new waitress.
Do I look like I joke?
Please give me the cheese.
Don't say please. I got the cheese.
We're back in business.
I don't want to talk to you about that anymore.
Wow, thank you.
Nah, 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 nah.
The pie is a circle and the circle is a ring on this finger, and I don't see a ring on this finger, do you?
No more round pizza. From now on, we're going square.
Yeah, that's great.
That was Tina Tanza.
Yeah.
That was on The Deuce. You remember the TV series The Deuce? She was on it, Joe. And yeah, all these actors now came. Carrie Carabas, Nikki
great.
Sunshine. Yeah.
And then we have Courtney Ortega here,
another actress.
who did a show with you, a comedy show.
Yeah, I believe she was on Broadway's Got Talent the Sunday, the last show you were on, weren't you? Was the last
Yeah,
one
I think it
before
was in
that?
March.
Right.
Yeah, like I
With
think a month ago.
Goggin, what's her name?
Natalie Goggin.
Natalie Goggin.
Arnie Price.
Yes,
the Arnie Price.
Arnie Price.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should start a
Did
podcast.
he put it together, Arnie Price?
No, it was Greg's show. Yeah, he
Yeah, so
produced.
she's a groupie. She's an Arnie Price.
Yeah.
Arnie Price.
Yeah, Arnie Price groupie.
I am a huge stan of Arnie Price. I love him.
Oh, that's so nice.
I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that's more naturally funny. Like,
Yes.
He doesn't even realize it.
He sends me cartoons with my face on them like every day. I'm obsessed.
He used to do that with he's very good at he's very good at Photoshop and different things like that.
Has he ever done anything for you, Greg?
He annoys the shit out of me. I'm the one that's being honest over here. I'm keeping it real, Arnie.
Yeah, all right, listen.
No, he's all right.
Yeah, Arnie's a good dude.
You know his wife? I think he worked for Playboy magazine or something like that. His wife,
Really?
I think his wife.
She's always at the show. She comes and supports.
That's how they met?
I think she was either. I don't know if she was a playmate or if she worked there as well. But yeah, I think.
Wow,
he
good
met
for
her.
him.
Wait, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I want to find out what issue she's in.
Yeah.
Anyway, great investigating over here.
So that the Connie show, that's a sizzle reel. It looks great.
Thank you.
Now, is that is like?
I'll tell you how it happened.
You tell me how it happened.
Ben Rosenfeld.
Yes.
Okay, him and I about 5 years ago got together, and I said to him, "Listen, I have an idea about an angry pizza guy that's annoyed, and an annoying hipster comes in and asks him all these ridiculous questions. What do we sit down and write for this? And he's like, okay. He goes, I'll write for my character, and I said, I'll write for my character, and we shot it, and it went viral on Facebook first. We had 3 million views on Facebook. So then we chopped it up. We put it in pieces, TikTok. And there's a couple of lines, like one of the lines in the slice, if you remember, when he says, but I'm a vegan. And I turn around and tell him, I don't care if you're fucking Venezuelan. Are we allowed to curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
I had like over 40,000 Venezuelans contacting me, inboxing me, saying, what did we do to you? All that. I was like, you did nothing. It just rolls nice off the tongue. That's all
right.
it does,
You're saying it for the funny word.
Yes.
For the
Vegan
joke
Venezuela.
word, yeah.
And then he goes, is this, but I'm, what was it saying? From where do you source your tomato sauce? And I'm like, from my grandmother. All right. And then he gets me so annoyed, I go, listen, my pizzeria has been around before your dad's dysfunctional sperm knocked up your politically correct mother. That went crazy. So altogether, it got close to we did the math at one point. I think about 8 months ago, we were close to 16.5, 17 million views all over TikTok, Facebook.
And I want to say, the reason I asked is because when you came out with the slice,
right,
I was doing a show in this studio called Benny TV.
Right. Yeah.
And I aired it. I aired it a couple of times.
Yeah.
The slice.
Right.
Yeah.
And what happened is really quick. And then I was doing a show called The Meth with Theodore Angelis. And Theodore Angelis' first cousin is Robert Downey Jr. And Robert Downey Jr. was supposed to come to my comedy show, but he couldn't make it. But his sister came to my comedy show, my stand-up comedy show that I did at the Loft. And it was a great person. I got to meet her. Teddy's a dear friend of mine, Theodore Angelis. And Theodore introduced me to Mike Richard Williams from the Actor Studio, MFA. And Mike and I were talking. And one day he says to me, I like the slice. And I was like, well, I like it too. It went viral, all this. And he's like, okay, how can we take this to the next level? And I said, well, this is, whatever. And we started writing it. So Catch a Ball Productions, which is his production company, picked it up and we filmed the whole pilot.
Great.
And now we're done. We're complete with the pilot. We're going to be screening it for industry. We have some pretty big names in the movie industry that are going to be coming to watch it. They can't see it. So we're just attaching all the legal pitch decks and all that stuff to it right now.
Okay, and why is it called The Connie Show?
Because the character's name is Connie and his last name is Spire. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right. So that's all right. Now, I want to shift the attention over to someone who you recently did an HBO show.
So it's on Investigation Discovery, but the episode is streaming on HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
So the show is called Evil Lives Here, and I played the killer's girlfriend.
That's fun.
Yeah,
and we have
crime.
we have a clip from that.
What? You're gonna play the clip?
No, yeah, gonna play the clip.
I thought you were gonna people. Every time he's talking about a clip, he pulls out his iPhone.
He's got to send that over now.
I believe if we have that clip now, if we can find it, because I should have contacted everybody. I take full responsibility.
I blame
should have,
Polly,
could have. I blame Gummies.
I blame Polly Pomalova.
What? Anna Popovic.
Anna Popovic.
Come on, when Nancy leaves me, you mess things up with my new girlfriend. Wow. I'll be dead. My wedding, I'll have a wedding and a funeral. All the same, because that Anna Popovic, you saw that picture of what she looks like?
I don't know who she is, but I'm going to be looking into her.
Have her here. Have her on the show. She could hold a unicorn.
There you go.
Which I found out that's a new one now.
Oh, you heard about it?
Jen's daughter got the old one.
Yeah, what's her name? Not Jen's daughter.
It was Jen?
It was, Carla Okerson. Came here to do the show that after this. See you next Tuesday. And she comes in. She's adorable. And she's Abigail. She's freaking Abigail because she came and she was like, ooh, a unicorn. And I had at the time, I'm glad I'll make this real quick. I had this writer and his two writers on who own a bookstore. And Jillian Wagner, who writes great horror stories, a collection of horror that are just as good as Abigail. Anyway, after the show, little Juliana comes over and James and Jillian show her that, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? And so she
records it and it records.
So anyway, so she took it and I bought another one. Then I also bought one for my goddaughter had a baby. So I bought it for her.
Reintroduce the clip.
Okay.
All right.
You want to introduce? So this clip is we can find this on HBO Max.
Yeah, so it's streaming on HBO Max and also Discovery Plus, and I think Amazon Prime too.
And what is it called?
It's called Evil Lives Here.
Evil Lives Here.
Crime show.
Evil Lives Here.
Yeah,
a crime show.
Scary
all right, and let's show the clip.
What about you and Leanna?
But somewhere in our junior year, Bob started dating a girl who was a sophomore.
What are you guys doing out here?
Leanna was a very pretty girl. And she was all about Bob. She doted on him. She worshipped the ground he walked on. I mean, she wanted a life with him from day one. She wanted a family. She wanted, the white picket fence and the 2.5 kids.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was great.
Greg, he casts people for movies all the time.
Yeah,
if you what would you think about what kind of character does she like?
The pretty girl.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a huge compliment. I always get auditions for like girls who get kidnapped, girls who get killed, girls who date the killer, like stuff like that.
Yeah, actually, in the Connie show, there's a scene where Noah Forrest and Noah is like every pizzeria has an Italian guy, right? So Connie is like fed up because every time Noah comes there, he's always like, I got the perfect person for you. So Carla Okerson, Lazy Lucy, she wasn't even doing. She was just sitting there filing her nails, and I'm like going back and forth. And then Tara the Terrible, the one I fired, slaps me.
Right.
So then Noah's like, just take a look at it. Take a look at it. I'm like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So he brings this pretty waitress over, and I'm like, she's hiding. So, so we are looking for like waitresses. We are shooting another 10 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she can be in it.
I'm definitely interested in auditioning if you know.
Okay,
there's anything.
no problem.
How about the cute, sweet girl who's actually robbing you blind?
Who's actually Abigail?
Are you writing now, Benny? Is that what you're doing?
I'm always writing.
That's good. That's what I love.
I'm always writing
How
stuff.
about the diamond guy, Benny? That's
I told me not to tell anybody.
Well, I didn't say nothing. I just said the diamond guy. He's
Yeah,
in
that's
the trunk. I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I didn't say
This weekend, right? I'm ready.
We're hoping. We had, believe it or not, producing, is it's a lot of fun, but there's a lot of responsibilities, especially when you're dealing with locations.
Yes.
Yeah. So we had 2 warehouses that we were looking at, and then finally the call came in today. Tomorrow, the director and myself are going to see this location, the warehouse. So if it all goes well tomorrow, I'll be giving you the date. So we are like about 76%.
All right.
Done with the movie, and then it's edited. But it's going to be going to all the major film festivals.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
Really,
it's really good. It's got a great beginning.
I'm gonna make you
tense
proud.
middle.
I'm gonna make you proud.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Benny's
reason
a good
why I
actor.
cashed.
Yeah, I seen Benny in a short film that his son made for the school,
right?
Film school, where he was giving him
Yeah,
a hard
but my
time in
son.
the restaurant. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, my son graduated from the college
school,
from her college, Five Towns College,
Wow.
and he went for film and television production.
Nice.
So his senior project was a movie that he shot in a restaurant, and it was called Servers. And I sat there and I watched him shooting the scene, and I was sitting there for a few hours, and my son was getting getting a little flustered. Then finally, okay, I'm a customer. And I said, Dad, he says, Dad, all you have to do is order chicken and waffles. I thought he said chicken waffles. And he said, and just go to get down on the waiter, just give him a hard time. So I told the waiter stuff. I said, I used to be a bartender. I got your parents drunk, and then you were conceived when they were listening to Dark Side of the Moon and stuff. And then I said, if you were a little higher on the intelligence scale, you'd be an idiot and stuff. So I do this whole scene, and I see my son, and my son's on the floor, and everybody's laughing and on the floor. And then when we're done, my son says, we don't have to do another take on that. That's good. But I ad-libbed that. I just
one take man.
He's lucky he has a comedian as dad.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he's lucky his dad's a comedian.
Yeah.
My son is actually funnier than I am.
Really?
And he lets me know.
I gotta meet him.
And you'll get down on it. That's what you said, right? That's what he said to you. Get down on it just now.
And I knew I was trying to word it.
It goes
reword
good.
it.
You know why? Because
Why?
you said chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
So usually when you say chicken and waffles, what comes after is get down on it.
Have
Have you ever done?
on it.
They serve chicken and waffles. That's what I'm trying to get.
Right, so-
they is in a lot of the urban rooms when I perform.
Yeah.
I never even knew. I was with George Fuaxis doing a show in Pennsylvania, and on the menu it said chicken and waffles, fried chicken with waffles.
That's a big deal.
I know it's a
In
big
South
deal.
too.
But I thought he said chicken waffles, so I'm asking the guy for chicken waffles. I said, "Can you just take a piece of chicken, put it in a waffle iron,
The chicken inside the waffle,
or waffle the chicken?
or waffle the chicken." That's funny. Waffle the chicken.
Waffle the chicken."
So that was your.
And she's
boyfriend?
like, "Wow, what am I doing?"
In
with
the show, that was my boyfriend.
That's the killer.
Yeah.
You give him a chance after the show.
Well, I already have a boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, come on.
Hi,
When you
Griffin.
become
if you're
famous,
watching this.
What's up, Griffin?
Hey, Griffin, how you doing, man?
So
you're a senior now?
Yeah, so I'm graduating college next month. Literally
Oh.
a month from today, actually. May
Oh, wow.
23rd. It's my
Good for
official
you.
graduation date. So
What'd you major?
yeah, acting.
Oh, there you go. Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
so
Well, that school is a what do you call that college?
it's a performing arts school. So
Performing-
Five
everyone
Towns College,
there,
right?
yeah, so everyone there acts or sings or
So I have a
makes
question
films.
for you. If you don't
Fame.
mind. Did you get the acting gig from the school? Did they line that up?
No,
for you?
this is so I act outside of school professionally. So I auditioned for that like a while ago. We shot that in September. So
It's
yeah.
just finally coming out now. That's how it goes.
It
Yeah.
was actually that's pretty quick because usually films and TV shows take like a while. So I was very happy that it came
And
out.
you did one in a hospital, right? There was one. I saw a scene that you did like a year ago.
Oh, that was when I was all bloody.
Yeah.
So I was in the Netflix docuseries Bad Surgeon, and I played a patient like
that's
getting
fun,
surgery. Huh? My scenes did like kind of get cut, but it's fine.
It's the experience too, just being on set, being around there,
Yeah,
dealing with different
that's great.
directors, different actors, all that stuff comes into play.
Yeah, and that's my first time using fake blood, so I was really excited.
Yeah, that's cool. And as an actress, and you have like a squeaky clean kind of persona, are you worried about being typecast? Is it something you want to go against type, or you want to just go with it and be like, yeah, I'll always just kind of go with these kind of roles?
I don't mind typecasting. I feel like to be an actor, you can't really get, unless it's something offensive, you can't really get super upset about it, because I'm like, okay, like let's say, okay, here's an example of like bad typecasting, like racist typecasting would be like an example of like a bad one.
How
like,
would they put you in that typecast as a like?
Well, no,
you
I
be the
wouldn't
racist, or
I
you
wouldn't
just be a
experience that.
goofy, like a white girl or something, or like a
that's
mean
not
girl
something
or
I would experience, but I don't mind typecasting. I do always get auditions for girls who get killed and stuff like. I have that face, like the victim face, so I don't mind
victim
it.
face.
I don't know.
Victim face.
She said she has a victim face.
I do.
I'm gonna let you guys ask all the questions because I got a big mouth.
No, go ahead.
I also get cast as like the girl at the bar you don't want to talk to. I don't mind that one either.
What, the girl at the bar that you don't want to talk to?
Yeah, just like annoying. I get cast as like annoying, like when it comes to comedy, and I don't mind that, like annoying white girl. It's kind of who I am.
I don't think you're annoying. I mean, I've never seen you at the
that,
bar with like a couple drinks in you. I don't know. You're legal to drink, right?
I am. Yeah, I actually just turned 22 like 2 weeks ago.
Excellent.
When we met her, she was like 19 when we met you.
Yeah, I started stand-up when I was 19.
Pre-COVID, I did the green room with Don at Governor's. Don and Tony.
Yeah, you've been on that too before with us.
So we're doing the green room, and Courtney comes in, and we didn't know her, and we were talking to her about celebrities she didn't know.
Oh yeah, you quizzed me on all the old celebrities. Dude, the last time I was on the show, you did the same thing. And there's a clip. You said to me, do you know Bing Crosby? And I said, Bill Cosby?
Do you know who Bing Crosby is now?
I do know him now. He like sings.
He's a legend. He inspired Frank Sinatra. You know who Frank Sinatra is, right?
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra looks up to Bing Crosby. And then he mentioned Bing
Not
Crosby.
now.
Not now.
Not anymore.
And
Bing Crosby, the Bing Crosby Theater in Washington State is at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Bing Crosby was born in Spokane.
He's a huge deal.
Oh,
Especially
huge.
back in the
Bing
day,
Crosby's
he
huge.
was super big.
Oh, yeah.
Famous song, White Christmas Night. What was that?
White Christmas.
White Christmas. That's Bing Crosby.
But so many other songs.
Yeah,
too.
Christmases be
I
white.
thought it was Frank Sinatra.
No, that was Bing Crosby. Christmas. If you see the movie White Christmas, it's Bing Crosby stars in it. That's where the song came from. That movie.
Oh, wait.
And
Okay, I'm learning so much.
And him and Bob Hope did a lot of the road movies.
Yeah.
Road to Morocco.
Like
Road
the first
to-
buddy films were those two. Well, there was a lot of comedy teams, but these guys were on, like you said, all these road movies.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, then they had a falling out.
Well, let me quiz
No,
you
they
guys.
didn't have a falling out.
Yeah, they did for a
They
while.
did?
Yeah, and then I don't know if they ever got back together.
Who's this?
Bing Crosby and Bob Hope.
Yeah, they had a fallout.
Yeah,
Oh, they did?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All the great.
Let me
All
quiz
the
you
great
guys
teams,
on
yeah.
on someone from my generation. Do you guys know who Trisha Paytas is?
No.
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 Oh my God, you guys are old.
Yeah.
Does she know
No,
Polly,
good. Who? Give us.
So
Tell me.
Trisha, she's this like YouTuber who got super famous because one, she was on every reality show that exists. Like she was on Big Brother. She was on My Strange Addiction for tanning. She was on the Ellen Show because she can talk fast. She's been on
What's her
literally
name again?
everything. Trisha Paytas.
Trisha Paytas.
Yeah, and she's super famous on the internet. She's like a millionaire. She had a kid recently and named her Malibu Barbie. Yeah,
No, we definitely
she's
had
crazy.
her.
You kind of have to like
Anybody
see
that
her
thinks
to
they could know.
experience.
So, who do you think is the most famous person in like? To me, I know ever. I think the most.
Wait,
If
that's
you,
like
who are the
tough.
top 3 most famous people that you think in your generation that everybody would know?
In my generation. Well, Trisha Paytas. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like actors that are current right now. Maybe Sydney Sweeney. She's super big right now. Who's another one?
Zendaya.
Zendaya's big. Yeah, I would say Zendaya
That's
is
a
a
girl
big
from
one.
Euphoria. Both of them are in Euphoria.
Yeah, Euphoria is like a big.
All right, you're
Okay,
three.
my three. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Third, Michael Jackson.
All right.
Second, Elvis Presley. First, I don't care what part of the world you go. All you got to do is go, whoa! Bruce Lee.
Oh, Bruce Lee. All right. And these are actors because I thought with comedians,
Just famous people. I mean,
all right,
oh,
because
you
your most famous comedian is Jackie Gleason.
Oh, he's my idol.
He's
I
a right.
love- I know, but just like more famous people like that, you go anywhere in the world. Like
Go
Bruce
anywhere
Lee
in the
was
world.
So famous, Bruce Lee. Have you ever heard of Bruce Lee? See,
Yeah, I know
even
him.
the young generation, they
Right.
know Bruce Lee. He's just one of these guys that just is forever going to be famous. Michael Jackson, obviously. You heard of Michael Jackson?
No, who is he?
Yeah.
You can play the Dizzy Roll too. You can
Can you
play the
imagine?
white female Dizzy Roll. You do that well. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah, they might have you as
That was good acting.
you could play
Yeah.
Michael Jackson as he gets older. Yeah.
There was a kid at my school
Just
who
go,
like
"Woo!"
impersonates Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
he
you
like
thought of him
roams.
first.
He roams the dining hall and goes hee hee.
He does, really?
Yeah, I'm like I hear it so much that I also produce sketch shows, and I wrote a sketch about a Michael Jackson impersonator inspired by him because I hear it so much when you're in an environment all the time and you hear something so much you just have to like write about it.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're a writer and producer and an actress.
Good for you.
And a comedian.
And 22 years old and a comedian.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like we all like we do such similar things.
Mm.
Do you
It's a
guys-
creative. We're all creative.
You're looking at me like,
And
what
it-
do you? What does Benny Rizzuto?
Benny
You're in
writes.
the-
Benny
you're
writes
in
too.
the show, right?
Yeah, I'm in the show.
So you act.
Wait, I'm
you
gonna be in
write,
this movie.
You,
Oh, absolutely.
you do more
And-
actually because you have the talk show.
You know, he's what I did an
I
open
even
mic.
cast you in what do you call it as well? Tomorrow's Today, Charlie Boy. I had spoken to you about Tomorrow's Today, Charlie Boy, the original name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's what
Those
happened.
gummies.
I
You
gave you
remember.
gummies.
Listen.
You were stoned again, Benny.
Listen, last night I did an open mic last night. It was mostly comics,
Okay.
but I wound up being the last guy, and I didn't even do material.
You
I
mean the
just-
last guy at open mic? Yeah, you completely by yourself.
No, they
was it
stayed.
the Evan
They
Weiss?
stayed around. They went.
Was it the Evan
Yeah, it
Weiss?
was Evan Weiss's. So anyway, a lot of young guys were there who were interested really in being. So I did. Afterwards, one person who does work and gets paid as a comic
Okay.
said to me, "Do you ever do any shows or anything?" So I said, "Well, I got a couple of friends that they just call me up and say you're doing this show, and they give me an offer I can't refuse, and that's number one guy is him. He'll
Yes.
once in a while, like he texts me one time, "Hey, I'm doing this show weekly at a pizzeria," and I'm like, "That's nice." And one day,
He goes good with
he go-
pizza.
yeah, one
Right,
day,
yeah, he's
one
right
day
there.
calls me up. He's like, I got you booked for this day. He gave me 2 dates. Pick one of these dates. You're doing the show, and you're coming.
And who benefited the best out of all that?
Me,
Well, besides you. Who did you introduce me to?
Jen Snortland.
And after that, she was on how many shows have I put her on?
Oh, a lot of shows.
Oh, yeah.
I love her.
A lot of shows.
She's so
Yeah.
hilarious.
Jen? Yeah.
I
But
feel like she's
Jen-
my age. Like I feel like she's in college.
so that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
It's like, every door has an opening. Everybody we meet and so forth, it just goes out. Like Mickey Sun tried to introduce me to Laura Spade. Laura
Right.
Spade's a brilliant screenwriter and all that. And then how did I meet I met Mario Bosco through Carrie Carabas.
Mario, I love
I
him.
met Tony Walker through Don Sill.
Right.
I met you, and then I met Tony Walker.
Yeah.
And
I
you
don't
met
have-
Don through me.
Right. Yes. I met Don through you. Yes.
And you met me through Lori G.
Lori G. That went to Florida. The
That
blonde.
went to Florida.
Yes.
The blonde.
Yes.
Because
Wow.
I started doing the
Years
Gagootz
ago.
show.
Yes.
That was 10 years ago.
Wow. We go back
I was
all the time.
I was doing the Gagootz show in Deer Park.
Yes.
And Lori G was always great on Finder, a great human being. She said to me, "There's this guy, Greg Kritikos, who you were friends with her brother, I believe."
Yes.
That's how
Worked
she
together.
knew you.
Right.
And she said he's working on this, but he does stand-up comedy, is working on a project. That's when you were working on the Witless Protection.
Yes.
So you're working on that, and you were doing shows for for people in like AA and people in
I did a couple
recovery.
sober shows.
You knew, so
But I
you
was
knew
more with Janice. Bagels and baklava. That's what we were doing back then.
But you were doing for people in recovery.
Yeah, the candy, cocaine,
And you kept asking me about there was this one guy, Keith Richard.
Yes,
and I introduced you to him.
And
yeah,
I did the show with him
because he used to do a lot of the recovery shows.
But when I came up many years ago,
right,
I came back. This is my second go around.
Yeah,
13 years now in sobriety. I'm sober. When I first came up, I came up with Gaffney, and I came up with DeMeo, Mark DeMeo and Gaffney, and Comedy Central was calling me.
Cool.
I got cast on The Sopranos, but I didn't make it. Yeah.
What do you mean you didn't make it?
I didn't make it because I was too busy getting high.
God.
They would call Comedy Central used to call my house all the time back in the day. My mom was like, Comedy Central, who are these people who keep calling my house? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now you don't do any drugs or alcohol.
I can't say that.
I hit the pipe once in your life.
I know you go to 5 towns. I know they're smoking pot in the parking lot. I know.
No, actually, you know what?
Everybody should do crack once in their life.
You know what kids at my school do? They actually smoke real cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like all arts kids they use cigarettes. They don't smoke pot anymore.
Well, they inhale that other stuff.
The vapes.
The vapes.
Oh, vapes. Yeah, that too.
Or those Zins.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even know that sugar is laced with
talking
tobacco.
about crack. I've never smoked crack in my life, but I did do cocaine long before you were born. Before you were born, and one time the person I used to buy weed from also had cocaine on display, so it was like a little store. So go there, and they were freebasing.
Oh,
so this one guy had the money, and he's like, "Oh, yo." So I did. I tried
pretty much the same thing
freebase.
as crack.
So I guess I freebased. And then the person that was selling it, she says to me, "How do you feel?" I'm like, "Yeah, feeling pretty good." She says, "Too bad it only lasts like 10 minutes." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "I could buy a tube of glue and be high all night." So I never ever freebased again. And I gave up. Cocaine would kill me.
$50 of cocaine, you're gonna sniff your brains out, your nose is gonna be bloody, you're gonna be all over there. This is $50 of crack. That's $50. It's a very expensive drug.
You know what really made me stop doing cocaine already? I like my weed, everyone knows, and that's all I do. Weed and some gummies.
Powerful gummies, man.
And I don't get
drunk. This shit was powerful.
That's
Took
why
me 2 days.
Don Sil's like this on set. I'm like, what's the matter with him? Now the truth is out. Don Sil is on.
It took me two days to get over this gummy he gave me once.
That's what's left on the show.
Yeah, we gotta go.
That's a great show.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you all had fun.
Yes.
Anyway, what made me give up cocaine was I read an article about Andy Gibbs' heart exploded from cocaine.
Wow.
And then I said, whoa, that's it. So anyway, we got 18 seconds.
Okay.
Greg Criticos, Courtney Otero, thank you. You can
wanna-
find them on Facebook.
Yeah, I just want to
Gotta go
pump
take
out
gummies.
a really quick. It's a pretty big show, and I'm hosting the show. It's called, and one of my idols growing up as a kid, I was so excited, and now I'm actually hosting the show, and I'm going to be bringing them up. Jackie the Joke Man.
Oh,
Night of Inspiration, Mental Health Matters at the Malkinese Pub Concert Hall on May 23rd. Jackie the Joke Man and Paul Fraser from the New York Jets.
Oh, cool. All right. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you very much.
Hope you had as much fun. Love my co-host, my guest co-host, Don Sill, Courtney Otero, and Greg Criticos. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for See You Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Woo!